Maria, the question is, does Johnson go to Brussels? Does that mean a deal is more likely? Is that what the market should be starting to price in?
Good morning, Emery. It's a very difficult question to answer because, of course, you have the technicalities, you have the spin that goes into this, the optics. We've talked about this a lot this week, and the politics kicking in. But I would say, look, yesterday night, the UK team was still saying and repeating and briefing the deal could fall apart. There is every chance that we could not get a deal. We know that, for all that matters, talks have now taken a break until von der Leyen and the Prime Minister meet. But the reality is that if the Prime Minister really wanted to walk away, if he had wanted to leave the negotiating table, he would have done so by now. He would have left yesterday. And the reality is he is getting on a plane to come here to Brussels to see the head of the European Commission face to face in a meeting that we believe is going to take place probably tomorrow, right before the European summit. So they are still talking. They still say they want to get a deal. There's a lot of optics that go into this. Remember, it needs to be seen as difficult. But the fact that matters is he is coming to Brussels to try to get a deal.
What about the rest of the European leaders? He's coming to meet face-to-face with Ursula von der Leyen, but is Macron, is Merkel, Maria, are these other European leaders going to have to get involved?
Look, Anne-Marie, I've heard many times that the only way this is really going to get resolved is by a phone call between Emmanuel Macron and Boris Johnson. Ultimately, the French do like to take a tough line on the Brits, and for the Brits, fishing and fisheries and taking back their water, so to speak, is a key point to get a deal. What I would say is that at this point, we don't have any information that contacts are happening between the UK and the rest of European leaders. They have very much delegated this to Mr. Barnier. But again, it's very important to stress that Ursula von der Leyen does not negotiate on behalf of the EU27. She doesn't speak on behalf of Angela Merkel. She doesn't speak on behalf of Emmanuel Macron. This will be very much a political decision taken at the end of the week by all of the EU27 leaders. And again, it's this idea that you can have a good technical deal, but if it doesn't fly politically, then it's simply not going to happen. And at that point, what Emmanuel Macron thinks, what Angela Merkel believes, will become very important. And that is probably around Thursday, Friday this week when they meet here in person in Brussels.